Breaking news: Tinubu's tax reforms is a serious matter. We must not allow arrogance to destroy Nigeria, says Edwin Clark. To my dear listeners, before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe, and share. Now the details. Chief Edwin Clark, a respected South-South leader, has cautioned that the proposed tax reforms by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu could worsen Nigerians' challenges if not handled carefully, and expressed concerns about the reforms amid opposition from the northern groups, as reported by Vanguard. Chief Clark described the tax reform bills sent to the National Assembly as a serious matter and warned that improper management of the issue could lead to unnecessary problems for the country. He stated that other pressing issues like restructuring should take priority and expressed frustration over perceived dominance by the Hausa, Fulani and Yoruba ethnic groups, stating that Nigerians would no longer tolerate actions that undermine the legacies of their forefathers. The 97-year-old elder statesman criticized the growing division in the country, connecting it to corruption, arrogance and ethnic and religious biases, and called for unity, urging leaders to manage Nigerians' diversity better. The issue of tax reform bills sent to the National Assembly by President Tinubu is a very serious matter because if not properly handled, they will bring in some problems which will be uncalled for. When talking about tax reforms, is it a matter between the North and the West? Let me warn that Nigerians are no longer ready to sit down and watch the legacies their forefathers left behind to perish. We must not allow arrogance, corruption, ethnic religion to destroy our country. We should know that no part of the country is better than others, and at my age 97, going to 98 years, I do not know what is happening in my country. Are we slaves in our country? Enough is enough, he said. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news, and that is what Edwin Clark has said. Before I move on, please let's move down to the comment section. A comment here says, Baba morning sir, don't you think the tax reform as presented is a systematic restructuring in itself? You see, there's something about Nigeria, I would say, that regardless of the plans that Nigerians is bringing, if it won't save them personally, if it won't save them individually, of those people, the calibers of those people that are in politics, they will not implement it. They will do anything for them to embezzle, for them to cheat us. And that has been on for how many years now? Another comment here says, moving on, Edwin Clark at times surprises me. This man criticized out of point and misguidedly. Obviously, he doesn't have deep understanding of what the reform entails at all. Peoples who command the respect of their people like him must think before they talk. I don't see how the reform affects the rebels who he claimed to be protecting. Another comment here says, arrogant. Since you've been in politics for decades and seen Nigeria going down to this level, Baba, what did you do? Remunerations is getting to you again? Stupid comment. While a comment 2 years says Papa Clark has not said much, he doesn't seem to even understand the core issues addressed by the bill. Most of the opposed to the bill are, after what goes to government, are not concerned with how the ordinary man's interest. The bill is not about North and West. It is not political. It is about accepting and rejecting responsibility. Certain Nigerians prefer to feed fat on VAT and other free federal allocations at the expense of others. Let Nigerians sit together and discuss how to live together. Now, no one should shy away from the truth, and it's untruth for any part to remain parasites to others. A comment here says the tax reforms will favor only the government. As usual, the tax revenues will be looted and there will be nothing to show for it. The masses will suffer because the taxes will affect the cost of goods and services. While another commentator says, from our understanding of what he said is not against the tax reform, he is only saying that it should be handled properly. I think he is talking to the Northerners the that rejected the reform. Still at the comment section, a comment to says Edwin Clark is the only person from the South that went against the tax reform bills. Anyway, Baba Clark is an elderly person that needs to be insulted, but let him understand what the bills are all about, period. A comment too says, this is how you people supported Tinubu. Fuel subsidy later regretted it. It's coming up with tax reform again. You people are happy, foolish people. And let me now tell you something. Baba Clark Edwin is against this, or is not against this. This tax reform bill will come to pass, and there is nothing we will do. And that is what me I'm saying. That is the mentality because they knew regardless. You see, there's something about this man that we call Tinubu. He's a very low key man. He would allow us to rant, and to the extent that we will feel there's no hope for that particular thing we are ranting about. And at the point when everyone is quiet again, then he throws it at us, and bam, they have imposed it. And by then, there's nothing we'll do. We would only keep ranting, shouting, and there's nothing we'll do. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.